Hey guys, I felt like I should do sort of an update video on the whole situation since I only had made that last video after Tom said that he didn't quit. And obviously, a lot has happened since then. If you're not really up to date, from start to finish, Blink was supposed to play a festival that Travis was putting out called like the Music Festival or whatever. That was soon, I guess. And it was announced that Blink was going to be playing with Matt Skiba of Alkaline Trio. And pretty much at the same time, it was confirmed that Tom had quit Blink. And that was straight from Mark and Travis, apparently. Then Tom kind of chimed in saying, I didn't quit the band. I'm still, right now, I'm even working on trying to figure out some Blink things that are coming up soon. Then Mark and Travis, either they did it really fast or they already had it prepared and had sent out a new Rolling Stone article about pretty much everything that happened the past 2 years involving Blink. And a lot of it was pretty much just digging at Tom pretty hard, and I can't really blame him. Granted, you don't really know 100% what happened because you're not them. They could have really been embellishing about the things that happened. But who knows? Basically, the same sort of thing was happening that happened 10 years ago in 2005 when Tom, at least this is what it said in the interview, that Tom had pretty much just been going through his managers to basically just say, I don't feel like fucking doing this right now. I had more important things. And Mark and Travis basically made it sound like Tom really only felt like doing a Blink project when he wanted some extra cash. And, people have definitely thought that was the case for a while. I've been part of some Blink message boards and websites for quite a while. And, that was definitely something that some people suspected. And, I'm not really surprised. I'm sure he knows that Blink is what the people want, but Angels and Airwaves is just what he wants. Angels and Airwaves is Tom DeLonge. Right now, I guess you could say that it's Tom and Elon, but for the majority of the past 10 years, it's been Tom. And, Tom is just one of those people, from what it seems, that doesn't really care about other people's opinions and really only wants to hear what he has to say. That's why it just seemed that, like, he didn't really care about the things that Mark had to say and the things that Travis had to say. That's why he was just having his manager just say, I'm out. I don't feel like doing it. And while maybe he didn't quit the band technically, the fact that he's been so uninvolved and just uncaring about Blink and everything involving Blink, it's kind of a cop out. I feel like he wants to just have, that one tiny little bit in Blink so that he can go back to it, whenever he wants to. He feels like it's like he's owed that almost, and he doesn't really have to put in the effort. And Mark and Travis obviously have put in the effort, and granted, Travis has a lot of his own things that he's been doing. He's definitely been a busy guy, and he's not letting something like Blink slow him down. But Mark is Blink. If I had to pick one member that truly represented Blink 182 to me, it would be Mark. And I mean, the fact that Tom didn't even really care enough to listen to like the final mixes of Neighborhoods and just said, yeah, whatever, just send it out. And the fact that he was the one that wanted to do the Dogs Eating Dogs EP, that happened so fast because, it was finally when Tom wanted to do something and he felt, a little bit of passion towards it. But at the same time, Mark and Travis were willing to do it. Like, they just jumped on it right away, according to the article. And a lot of people might not know that Dogs Eating Dogs was actually released through Mod Life. And Mod Life is, guess what? It's run by Tom, so that's just more funding that Tom's getting because of Blink. It's like he's making more money off of those sales than the other two guys just because it's going through his company. So he obviously saw it as a good idea to do something like that. The fact that Mark and Travis would like to keep playing Blink songs and would like to keep the name alive with or without Tom, I mean, I get it, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's no reason to really just say, hey, okay, it's done. Let's fucking get rid of the songs and never play them again live. I mean, I can see why he wouldn't want to do that. But at the same time, you can't really play Blink without Tom. I mean, that's just the way that it is. I mean, you're better off just... If I was Mark and Travis, I would start a new band. I'd say, fuck it, Tom, do whatever the hell you want. You've clearly held him down for long enough. And I'd get however many other members you want to get. If you want to get Matt Skiba in a new band, I don't really see how that's possible since he's already in a full-time band and he does a lot of other stuff. I mean, it'd be a lot to juggle, but I mean, it's possible. But maybe when they're doing some live stuff that they could play some of the Blink songs that only Mark sang, like lately, I'm not even sure which ones I could pick. Maybe like Don't Leave Me or Adam's Song, stuff like that. I wouldn't necessarily want, Mark and Travis's potential new band to be playing stuff like First Date and, When I Was Young or Pretty Little Girl, just because you try to get someone else to sing those songs and it's just not going to sound right. And, people aren't really going to be into it for the most part. I mean, there might be some people that will, but I feel like it's just a very complicated thing. And if they were going to continue under the name Blink-182, obviously there's going to be a huge legal battle about it because I know Tom's going to put up a fight about it because he wants the money. And he's not willing to give up that money for nothing, I mean, I know he has earned it, but I mean, he's definitely done a lot of shady and just pathetic stuff according to these articles. And the other new thing that some people might not even know about is the fact that a few hours after that interview was posted, Tom posted something on Instagram saying that not even a year ago, or it was a year and a half ago, or whatever it was, that Mark and Tom were talking to their managers about potentially dropping Travis from the band. And, that may be for one reason or another. Maybe it was because he can't travel overseas very well. Or, maybe it was something else. But then he deleted the tweet, immediately. And I don't know. It was pretty shady. And a lot of people think he was just trying to cause troubles. Maybe it was true. Maybe it wasn't. It's hard to really say. So... As for the future of Blink-182, I mean, I feel like it's time to get into some new bands. I don't see this panning out very well. I'm not really upset about it. I'm not going to cry about it or anything, So it's just one of those things that happens. Sometimes band members just can't get along together anymore, and it's too bad. Like Travis said, the only reason they probably got back together in the first place was because Travis almost died, And if that didn't happen, they probably would have never gotten back together. That's the truth. And as unfortunate as it is, like I said, some people just can't be friends anymore. They just can't do it. Look at Oasis, those two fucking brothers, they can't even stand to talk to each other for a second, and while they were going, they were making very popular music, and then people just can't fathom the fact that people just can't coexist. It happens, and it's unfortunate, and some people are stubborn, and hopefully they'll get past it. I'll be honest, I really like the new Angels and Airwaves album, and I'm sure whatever Mark and Travis end up doing, as long as they're together, or Mark by himself, I'll end up liking what they do. I mean, I don't really care for a lot of the hip hop stuff that Travis does, whatever, but I'm sure whatever Mark does will be cool, and I'm sure it'll be, in that similar idea of Blank, with the punk and the pop punk or whatever. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's all I really got to say until the next news thing comes out involving Blank. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you think. See ya.